Okay, so we're going to talk about graphing a little bit with 6.1D, what we did on Friday. So I'm going to go over that quickly. What you need to remember is if any degree of the polynomial the degree of the polynomial, that is your largest exponent. There's a T there, sorry. Largest exponent. And remember, that could also be called a power. The largest exponent, we have to look at that. And then we have to look at the coefficient that is connected with that exponent. And then that is your slope. So understanding, we first have to find the degree. And then once we find the degree, if the degree is odd, if the degree is odd, then it will be like a linear end behavior. So linear end behavior. Let me write that. Okay, and then if it's even, again, when I'm talking about the degree of the polynomial, so the largest exponent, if it's even, then it will be like a quadratic end behavior. Okay, and so then that depends on if it's positive or negative slope. So if it is a positive slope, the end behavior will go from the left-hand behavior. It'll point down, and then the right-hand behavior will point up. If it is negative, right, negative linear, our left-hand behavior will point up, and our right-hand behavior will point down. That's a semicolon, okay? And then for a quadratic, if it is positive, it will point both ends up. So your left-hand behavior and your right-hand behavior will both point up. Okay, and then if it is negative, it'll point down. So my left-hand behavior will point down, and also my right-hand behavior will point down. Okay, so like on Friday's work, you went through and you did like a rough sketch of some of these. So I'll just kind of do that here. If we had like x to the power of 3 minus x squared minus 2 equals 0, okay? You would state the degree of the polynomial is 3. The slope is positive 1 because it's the coefficient in front. And then you would state like a little sketch of what that's going to look like. So it is going to look linear in behavior. Then you'll have the left-hand behavior and then the right-hand behavior. And you would say the left hand points down and the right hand points up. Okay. And then if I had x, let's do negative x to the power of 4 plus 3x cubed plus 2x minus 7 equals, I don't know, f of x, right? We don't have to have it equal to 0. Just when we're factoring, we will. But on Friday's work, you did not have to factor. Okay. And so then on Friday, we stated the degree, the slope. You would do a little sketch. And then you would say left-hand behavior, right-hand behavior. So we would say the degree of the polynomial is 4. My slope is negative 1. We'll do a little sketch. Well, it's quadratics, even. My degree is even. So it's going to both point down. So my left-hand behavior is down, and my right-hand behavior is down. And so then we also then talked about how to factor and then doing those sketches. So you also had to factor some of those. So on Friday, on today, you're going to factor, graph, and then look at graphing it in a normal way using those end behaviors and those points. So what we did today, we did an example. I'll do one here. We have, this is going to be like 9 through 12. You're going to do an example like this: f of x equals x3 minus x squared, 2x squared minus 23x plus 60. And so you're going to use synthetic division. And in Google Classroom, I gave you your start, like your binomial. So I gave you this. And so then you would know that it's saying that it crosses the x-axis at -5. We'll put our coefficients, make sure it always goes in descending order. So 3, 2, power of 1, and a number. So we have our coefficient of 1, -2, -23, 60. We're going to use synthetic division. You always drop down the first term coefficient, multiply on the outside, bring that number up on the inside, add on the inside, multiply again on the outside, so it becomes positive 35, that becomes positive 12, multiply again on the outside, -60, and 0. Remember, this becomes remainder, number, variable, variable squared. So factored form is x plus 5, and then parentheses x squared minus 7x plus 12. This trinomial turns into two binomials because we can factor it. So -4 minus 3. So it's crossing the x-axis at -5 and at 4 and at 3 because we're setting each one of these equal to 0. So x plus 5 equals 0 and solve, x minus 4 equals 0 and solve for x, and x minus 3 equals 0 and solve for x. Okay, so you're going to do a little graph. And again, x and y coordinates plane. We're going to say it crosses at -5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It crosses at 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and at 3. We're going to go back. The degree of the polynomial is 3, and my slope is +1. So the degree is 3, and the slope is +1. So that means the end behavior is going to point down on the left-hand side and right on the right-hand side. What I was telling the students in class was I would put my left-hand point to the furthest of that left point and my right-hand point to the furthest of the right point, okay? In all reality, these points are actually going to be pointing down more, but you just kind of get the idea. Okay, so we see -5 one time, so that means I'm going to go completely through -5. If I saw -5 twice, that means it bounces like a ball. Okay, so I'm going to come through. My next point is 3. I see 3 one time, so I'm going to go all the way through, and then I have to curve back up, and so I see 4, and so my graph looks like this. So this is 9 through 12. Okay, and then the next example that we're going to look at, okay, is from 13 through 16. So this is how you're going to do your work 13 through 16. So we're going to have, let's just say h of x or f of x, that doesn't really matter. X to the power of 4 minus 3x to the power of 3 plus 6x squared plus 2x minus 60. And you could check in your graphing calculator, where does it cross the x-axis? You're going to find it crosses the x-axis at -2 and at 3. So remember, that comes from x plus 2 and x minus 3 as my binomials, okay? That is a negative. It doesn't really look like a -2, so I'll rewrite that. Okay, so we're going to do our synthetic division. We're going to put our -2 here. We're going to go in descending order, so it goes 4, 3, 2, power of 1, and numbers. So we're going to 1, -3, 6, 2, and -60. Bring down the 1, just do the whole synthetic division all together, and then we should come to the very end, and this will be 0 because we have our remainder of 0. Then we're going to do, if I give you more than one binomial, you're going to do synthetic division again. I'm going to disregard this remainder, and I'm just going to focus on the four terms. So I'm going to put my 3 on the outside, bring this down, start the synthetic division all over again, and then this becomes 0 again. So it's remainder, number, variable squared. So on 13 through 16, you're going to factor completely. So we can't forget about where these started. So this started as x plus 2. This started as x minus 3. And then my last trinomial is this right here, x squared minus 2x plus 10. And this is how you will write 13 through 16. You cannot graph these. Okay, so remember with graphing, if I see it, the number of times you see a solution, so number of times you see a solution. So if I see it 1, 3, 5, so any odd, it goes straight through the point or the x-axis. So you can say x-axis or the point. They both mean the same thing because they're on the x-axis. Then, if you see them in even number of times, so 2, 4, so even number of times. So these are my number of solutions. So if it's x to the power of 4 equals 0, that means it's even. You see it 4 times. That means it's hitting that 0 at 4 times. That means it does not go straight through. It bounces like a ball. Okay, so if it's coming up here, like we're going down, right? We come through, we hit a point all the way through. We hit a point all the way through. We're coming back down, and I'm supposed to hit, and it hits this point twice. It bounces off, okay? Bounces off. Then if it comes from behind, from underneath, let's say it bounces off of this point. It's coming from here. It's going to hit there, and it's going to bounce, and then let's say it just goes through all the way through. So this would be an even. This would be an odd, and that would be an odd, okay?